Welcome back to my channel. If you saw my video last week, you know that we were talking about getting prepared to buy a home, picking out your real estate agent, picking out your lender, getting your pre-approval for your home loan, and of course, house shopping. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I'll put the link in the description to this video so you can go check it out and then come back because today is part 2. And in this video, we're going to go over everything that happens from offer acceptance all the way to the closing table and the day that you get the keys to your new home. If we haven't met, my name's Abby.Childers. I'm a local real estate agent here in Kitsap County, Washington. My goal for this channel is to help explain the processes that happen in real estate in an easy, understandable way, and of course, highlight the area where I live here in the Pacific Northwest. All right, so you submitted your offer and the seller accepted it. Congratulations. Do your happy dance for a second, and then it's time to get back to work. So the first thing that's going to happen is we need to get that earnest money in. So what is earnest money? It is a good faith payment that you are putting down up front, and it will be held by the escrow company. Now, this can be any amount that you're comfortable with. And basically what this money does is it shows the seller, I'm serious. I want this house. I have no intentions of backing out. Here's money that if I back out, you will get to keep. So that is important to know. This earnest money can become non-refundable if you do not follow the contract, along with the contingencies that we add into our contracts, such as inspection and financing. There's very important dates at which these contingencies expire. And if you decide that you no longer want that home, your earnest money is going to stay with the seller. So make sure your agent is understanding the dates in the contract and explaining the dates in the contract to you as well, so you can also be on top of that. Okay, so we got our earnest money in. Now the next step in almost every transaction is the inspection window. Inspection contingency is there to protect you from any unknown issues that may be in the property, protecting your earnest money and giving you a way to get out of the contract if you come to find that this home has a massive issue. Maybe there's a huge leak in the roof that you didn't see when you initially put your offer in. Generally, this inspection window is about 7 to 10 days. In a really competitive market, sometimes people will waive this contingency. I absolutely do not recommend this. That is your protection. And if you want to make your offer more competitive, what you can do is shorten the inspection window. So rather than 7 to 10 days, maybe 3 to 5 days. You might not need that much time. We can get an inspector almost always the next day if we need to. So consider that before waiving an inspection. Now, there are maybe 1 or 2 reasons that you would waive an inspection, and that is if, 1, you are a contractor or an inspector yourself, you have a lot of construction experience, you know how to fix things, you know what it's going to take to fix things, and you're comfortable inspecting that home yourself and deciding, yes, this is something I can live with or not. Or if you don't care what comes up on that inspection, you just really want the house, then maybe it's up to you, but I still don't recommend it. All right, so we're not waiving our inspection. We have our window. Let's say it's 5 days. So we are going to get to work right away. You are going to have your realtor find a great inspector. We're going to schedule the inspection and we're going to attend it. If you're not able to be there, your realtor will always be there to make sure that everything is going well and ask any questions of the inspector that you may have. So we're at the inspection, inspector's checking it all out, and then afterwards he is going to send a very long, very detailed report on everything that he found in the home. So if it's your first time buying a home, this might seem scary because you just got 20-page inspection report that has a million different things listed on it. But rest assured, this is normal. The inspectors will call out everything that they see. So if a door squeaks, they'll probably call that out. If there's a scratch on the floor that's a big scratch, expect that to be on there. So keep into account that not everything on that inspection report is going to be a massive deal. It's not all going to be an expensive fix. It's all just for your knowledge so that you're going in understanding exactly what this house needs or doesn't need and what has to or should be or maybe doesn't need to be fixed. All right, so we're going to go through our report once we have it, and we're going to pick out the biggest issues that we see, the things that you absolutely want fixed. They're not negotiable to you. Maybe a few things that you would like fixed but aren't deal breakers. And then we're going to come up with a way to ask for these things from the seller. Now, this is where your realtor skills really come into play because we are negotiating here. We're seeing if we can get more than we wanted. And so your realtor is going to draw up a new form that asks the seller for everything you want. Maybe we'll ask for extra and see if we can get that done for you as well. But you ask the seller for what you want fixed. Now, the seller has a couple of options. They can either accept what you're asking for. They can sort of counter you and they can say, we'll fix this, but not this. Or they can say, we will not fix anything. Here's $2,000 instead. Or they can just say, no, we're not going to fix anything. So you guys will either come to an agreement here or the contract will be dead in the water and you will get your earnest money back at this point. So hopefully you and the sellers have come to an agreement about what will or will not be fixed on the property and we are moving on. So during this time after the inspection window, there's not really tons for you to do. It can be really hard to wait and just get through those next couple of weeks till the closing day, but you're going to have to be patient. And during this time, your lender is going to be reaching out to you frequently, probably asking you for documents. They might need new statements, then they need to see all of your bank activity, make sure that you are still in the clear and good to buy this house. And then on the other hand, the title company is going to be doing all their research on the house and coming up with a title report for you to review that's going to basically give you the history of the home, if there's any easements on the property, if there's any disputes on the title, make sure that there's no lawsuits against the owner, things like that. They're going to make sure that the title is clear and ready to be transferred to the new owner, which is you. Okay, really, 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 really important during this part of the sale, while you are just kind of waiting and the lenders are doing their thing and the sellers are working on the inspection fixes and the title company's doing their thing, please do not make any large purchases. Do not open any new lines of credit. Do not close any lines of credit. Do not buy a car. Do not buy furniture. Do nothing. Any small change to your financial situation could completely blow up your transaction, and we do not want that to happen. So I know it can be tempting. You're thinking about moving into your home and you want to furnish it and you want to get art for the walls or decor, but do not, do not do it. Just wait. Just wait until the home is yours and then go crazy. Just have to add that little disclaimer in there because it is so awful to be this far into a contract and then find out that you lost the home because you decided to buy a car or something like that. So just don't do anything. So we're getting closer to closing day. At this point, you have been complying with your lender and with the title company, giving any documents that they've needed. And now it is almost closing day. So the title company is going to reach out to you yet again to schedule your signing. This will usually happen a couple days or one day before closing. And so you will make an appointment with them, usually in their office, or they can send somebody to you if that is needed, if you can't get to one of their offices. And this is where you will sign all your documents. And also around this time, your lender will give you final documents to sign. You will sign those. And then your realtor will schedule a final walkthrough of the home for you. Now, this is very important. You want to go make sure that that home still looks just as good as when you put the offer on it. We are going to go to this appointment and take our time. We are going to check for leaks under every sink. We're going to make sure that there's no holes or dents that were hidden by furniture. We're basically just making sure that the property is still as it was when you agreed to purchase it. We're not going to be nitpicky. We are going to understand that the sellers are likely in the middle of moving out. The home will be cleaned by the time it becomes yours. So keep that in mind. There are humans living in this home that need to make their way out of it, but we are going to make sure that there are no major issues. All of the appliances still work, all of the lights still work, so on and so forth. All right, so we made it through our final walkthrough. Now all that there is to do is wait for that closing day. So on closing day, your lender is going to get the funds to the title and escrow company. Escrow is going to or title rather, is going to get this change of ownership recorded with the county that you're in. And as soon as it is recorded, they're going to give your realtors a call and say, congratulations, sale has closed. And we will give you a call and say, congratulations, you're a homeowner. And then we'll meet up for keys and you just bought a house. So congratulations, you made it through and you bought your home and it's time to move in. If you have any other questions that maybe I didn't answer in this video, or really any other real estate questions at all, feel free to leave a comment below and I will answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful for you. Like I said in the beginning, I am a real estate agent here in Kitsap County, Washington. And if you are considering a move into our area, or you already live here and have a home that you need to buy or sell, give me a call. I would be happy to help you with this. I'll put all of my contact information in the description, and I hope to hear from you soon. See you in the next video.